What it do, you too? Today's video, I want to chime in with a quick impromptu video. In today's video, I want to talk about EBT shutoff, government shutdown, and I want to finish touching on the whole racism theory and the topic and shit like that, which was a construct created to keep people apart. And right now, shit, I'm just smoking a blunt. I'm waiting on the bus right now. Yeah, I know. I'm in Chatsworth right now. You feel me? It's lit. Shout out Chatsworth. You feel me? Shout out LA. Shout out to the real LA. You feel me? Yeah, I'm finna go in. I'm finna go all the way in. Watch. I'm finna go all the way in. Watch this shit. All right. As you can clearly hear, a bus just went past right now. And shit, my bus don't get here till like another damn 50 something minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on the Simi Valley bus, but it goes to Chatsworth, because Chatsworth is kind of Ventura County, but it's kind of LA County. It's like in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was talking about, okay, so earlier today, a couple hours ago, I did part 3 of, well, actually, yeah, I did part 3. I just talked about the rest of the gambling sports ring that was going on in the NBA. It was supposed to be about the EBT and the government shutdown too, but I was waiting on the bus to get back to the bus station because I had went to the exhibit dispensary. You will see when you listen to the video and you watch it when I upload it. I'm just kind of, like Dragon Ball Z, when it's a new episode, kind of giving you a rundown or a walkthrough or a breakdown about what happened in the last episode. You see what I'm saying? So, so yeah. But anyway, I want to finish talking about the whole racism construct and why so-called white America or the elites, which is predominantly European people, like, don't get it twisted. What's up? Don't get it twisted. Like, it is like black people that are in power. The 13 Illuminati families. Most of them that you don't even know nothing about or hear about, they are melanated in or black. You see what I'm saying? Like the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and all of them. They are like the watered down version of the bloodline. Like, they still part of the 13 Illuminati families, but they the ones who came a little bit later because their skin tone is a little bit lighter. Not trying to disrespect anybody that have a lighter skin tone or a yellow tone or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you the real history. You see what I'm saying? Because we all human beings at the end of the day. I just want to break down to you this construct that's keeping us divided. You see what I'm saying? And with this construct, so-called Europeans, aka white people, even when you call somebody white, a white person or a black person, that's a part of the racism construct. You know what I'm saying? To keep people divided, to make you look at other people that don't look like you, to hate them and look at them crazy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep that negative vibration going. You see, but at the end of the day, there's no such thing as racism. We all one race, which is the human race. We just have different pigmentations of melanin in our skin. So somebody that's melanated like me, that's a little bit darker, and if you see me, I'm more of a reddish brown. I'm not even what you would call black. Black is like my mustache, you know what I'm saying? Black is my eyebrows, my hair. That's jet black. I'm more like a reddish brown. But even that still doesn't matter because, we still humans at the end of the day. We all born the same way. We all die the same way. Even though you might be born in a different scenario, i.e. setting, place, time, date, etc., etc., etc. Same thing with death. You might die different time, place, all that shit, etc., etc., etc. But at the end of the day, we still, as humans, we're born the same and we die the same. So they created this construct because all the elite people, especially like in London and UK and all that, they try to make it seem like it's all European. It was all predominantly melanated. Everything in the Western Hemisphere, really the whole world, was all melanated at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? And the Europeans, which they came from the Caucasus Mountains, the caves, and there's no disrespect to Europeans out there because you got, I mean, some of them, the ones that's haters, you know, they gonna take it disrespectful because it's the real truth. They don't. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, what's really going on. They think people don't know their real history, so they try to always come at so-called black people as just in a group. They try to just classify us all in a group. Somebody that's black, just harass them, interrogate them, do all this crazy shit, you know, just mess with them and all this type of shit because they know the real truth that everything was all melanated. You see what I'm saying? Around the world, especially even in the Western Hemisphere, like the Americas, all that shit was all melanated brown. You see what I'm saying? And the reason why people speak different languages is, you know, they got, you know, different groups of people got conquered by other different groups of people, you know, at one point in time. And, you know, they rape, pillage, and, you know, that's why people speak different dialects, Spanish, French, and all this shit. But all these people that were so-called French, Spanish, Dutch, English, all these people were dark-skinned at one point in time. You know, they was mating with the Europeans, the ones that they got out the cave, and they cleaned them up, and they became smart and sophisticated. You see what I'm saying? The ones that became smart and sophisticated, a lot of Moors, you know, melanated people, or black people, they want to call them Moors, Hebrew Israelites, whatever, but it's really the Moors at that time, you know, was mating with some of the Europeans, you know, that became sophisticated. You know, even though when Neanderthals came out of the caves and shit like that, they were still, you know, people. They was just unsophisticated, you know what I'm saying, uneducated and all that type of shit. And we cleaned them up and taught them about the world, and they ended up taking it and betraying us because at one point in time, the Moors, we had cavemen or Europeans or Neanderthals, we had them in bondage as slaves, and they was our maids and butlers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And we put them in slavery, and ever since then, and when the Moors got overthrown and conquered in 1692, well, no, it was 1492 when we got conquered in 1492. It was a construct ever since then to flip everything around, you know, because white people or Europeans, whatever you want to call them, they didn't want that real history to be out, that we was royalty and sophisticated and we civilized them. They didn't want that out, so they tried to do whatever they can to rewrite history, rather than starting wars with us and making it seem like they just came through and fucked us up, you know, whatever, because they could have had the advantage, whatever, because like I said, a lot of them became sophisticated over time once we taught them, so they took the knowledge and used it against us. You see what I'm saying? And started to conquer different groups of melanated people, you know, and start creating different offsprings of, you know, different so-called races or what you would call ethnicities or nationalities. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, you got people like the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds and all that. They look like European or whatever, or lighter skin, but a lot of them still got black DNA. This is from the mixing when the Moors would mix with the Europeans. You see what I'm saying? Even like in London, you see what I'm saying? A lot of people like Beethoven and shit, Beethoven was black. All that information came out, or melanated, I should say. You know, I'm just saying black so people can understand it simply. He was melanated, you know what I'm saying? But for so long, they've been trying to whitewash things because ever since the Byzantine Empire a long time ago, I think it was like King Louis or some shit like that, one of them, they became like the Pope or something. Back in the Byzantine Empire, they said we gonna whitewash everything from the statues, the pictures, and all that stuff because they wanted to seem like they was the ones in charge of history. So, you know, from that point forward, they wanted to make it seem like we were slaves. So-called black people, they wanted to make it seem like we were slaves and we did this shit and we bowed down to them and all that at that point in time. But no, you see what I'm saying? That's not what happened. You know, that's why all this shit is coming to pass. You see what I'm saying? So they was trying to make it seem like, you see what I'm saying, that that's what it was from this point forward. You see what I'm saying? point forward at that time in history that we were slaves and they was the ones that conquered. So you wouldn't really know what happened past that point. Everybody was going to get stuck on that point. Oh, you slave, you this, you that. Big grand argument. That's why they created the whole racism thing to try to highlight that point in history to make it seem like they was always the rulers, but it's the complete opposite, and that's the 100% truth. All right. On another note, check this shit out. Now with the whole EBT and the government shutdown shit, there's some more shit I wanted to say too, right? So I actually got a song called Government Shutdown. I had made this shit, I think, yeah, last time when the government had shut down. This was around like 2020, 2019. I'm going to find a song, which is on my main channel that I don't have access to. I'm going to put the link in the description. It just fits what's going on right now in this time period. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, like I said, I feel sorry for people, you know, who disabled, whether they veterans or not. But you know, it is a lot of disabled veterans, you know, that's on it. You know, I feel bad for them. I feel bad for, you know, like kids out there that's like, you know, probably could be around the age like 10, 11, 12, 13, or even younger, but like old enough to kind of take care of themselves because their parents, you know, either passed away or on drugs or just not around, you know what I'm saying? And they got to fend for themselves. I feel, you know, sorry for them, you know, little kids and stuff, you know, that's in, you know, just different situations. Um, I feel sorry for, you know, certain women that are in certain situations because, you know, all different women are in different situations, just like all different men are in different situations. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, like the people that's able-bodied that can get up and actually work, hell no, I don't feel sorry for you. You see what I'm saying? Because you can fucking work. You know what I'm saying? You just too lazy to work. And I've seen a lot of videos of people that's literally saying it. And I mean, I've been to this. I'm from the hood. I've been to how it go. You know what I'm saying? But they do things differently in each hood. Everybody's hood is similar. Like, just in general, when you go to a hood, it's similar to all other hoods, but they do shit differently in each hood. That's just, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, it's interesting, but it's a lot of people that's just on that bragging, boasting. Like I said, this one lady, black lady, you see what I'm saying? Like I said, don't matter your color, but, you know, since y'all want to talk about colorism, we gonna talk about this black lady, you know, damn near and my mama generation, you know, just on there talking shit. And this is what a lot of black people do, you know what I'm saying? And not even just black people, all people, they just talking shit. They think they better than you, but you take away that Section 8, you take away that EBT, they ass gonna be worse than homeless. They gonna be worse than homeless. They gonna be on drugs, fucked up, you know what I'm saying? All type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Because there's different levels to this shit. Like, you know, like if you in jail for the rest of your life, that's worse than being homeless, nigga. You in a fucking cage, like, you know what I'm saying? If you are homeless and you know what I'm saying, like, you can maintain your shit. Like me, I'm basically a backpacker, which is basically like I work on the go. You know what I'm saying? I make money on the go. You feel me? I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm not like out here on drugs and completely fucked up and crazy. No, I'm just going through some other shit. You know, I'm just transitioning myself. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through my own personal shit, but it's not as bad as other people. You know what I'm saying? You got some people out here that's completely fucked up. So a lot of the people that is on EBT and they've been on it for 20 plus years, 10 plus years and all that shit, you take it away from them. One, they don't know how to act. Two, they gonna be worse than that motherfucker that's already out here. You see what I'm saying? So that's the part that's funny. You talking all that shit, they take that shit away from you. Now you really ain't got nothing. You don't even know what to do. You fucking around might kill yourself. I'm not even saying that you should, but even if you did do that, hypothetically, you go to a bridge, you either jump off that motherfucker or go under that motherfucker. It's still gonna be the same result. An asshole. You know what I'm saying? Asshole jumped off that motherfucker or asshole troll that's under that motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So, like, it's just sick, man. It's crazy, bro. Like, this shit's sick. Like, this shit is sick. What's going on, man? Like, you know. But like I said, it is certain people that's in different situations. I feel sorry for the people that's genuine and that's just in a bad situation, and then the motherfuckers that's not. I don't, because you can work for it. You got a side hustle or something. You know what I'm saying? You do something to make money. So hell no, I don't feel sorry for them. But like I said, the people that's in, the higher vulnerable situations, hell yeah, I feel sorry for them, because everybody's situation is different. But it is a lot of people on that committing fraud. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I got 100 kids, which they probably ain't even lying. It's crazy. But yeah, that's my take on that. And then also the government shutdown. This shit gonna stay shut down for a while. Watch. So a lot of people, what's happening? A lot of people being starved out. They started to see how I feel, how I was. You know what I'm saying? When I was out there for the last 3, 4 Thanksgivings. You see what I'm saying? This gonna be their first Thanksgiving taken from them, snatched right from up under their plate. Motherfuckers can't handle it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people being starved out. You see what I'm saying? How they tried to do me. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening. This is what's happening, whether you believe it or not. So it is what it is, man. It is fucked up in certain situations, because like I said, everybody in a different situation. But this shit for to put everybody on an even playing field. Like I said, you take a lot of this shit away from people, they ass gonna be worse than the worst. And I ain't saying it like it's funny or nothing like that, but it's just saying like it's just crazy. Like, for example, I'm seeing videos of people who own Section 8 EBT talking the most shit, and it's sad because a lot of people don't even know the people that are on Section 8 and EBT, they some of the people that's worse off mentally, because they really been through some fucked up shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you exactly what they've been through, but I can tell you they've been through some fucked up shit. You see what I'm saying? And they like some of like the lowest of the lowest, like worst of the worst. So they government assistance, to help you help, because you fucked up. So, but it's just sad to see these people talking the most shit, but in the worst conditions. Like I say, when they snatch that shit away from them, now they really don't know what to do. So I find that very, very interesting. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. But wake the damn up. More videos coming soon. Fuck Satan. Fuck all his mans. Gang, bitch. You know how the fuck I'm rocking, man. Don't get stepped on for Jesus Christ.